Up everyone, this is Dennis277 and today I will record a video on tips how to earn the tournament points, and I will show you as a bonus my new build that I'm building. So my new build is Audi RS2 E Custom. The engine is from Ford Crown, 4.6 liters. This is the horsepower per ton and max power. The grip could be better a little bit. Okay, now I will show you the dyno, the gears, the gearing. The gearing I use is 5-speed. Why not 4-speed? Is because 4-speed I have a 3 on 4-speed gearbox. I use only 3 gears and I don't have that much power to use 3 gears for now. So I go on with 5-speed. You do have to shift kinda a lot, but I like to shift, so it doesn't really affect me. Suspension. What I realized I did wrong is on suspension, I thought that you had to make it all the way higher. Like all the way up to make it like stiff. So basically I did this and then like look at the car. It looks stiff, but when you drive the car, it leans forward and backwards. What I realized is that you have to go all the way low to the lowest number, which is for me right now negative 100. And then you just adjust your height of the car, whatever you want to call it. Mine is pretty low, as you can see. The reason is to get more speed. It's not really good at braking. It's good at braking, but not very good, like I'm saying. Tire pressure, I have all-wheel drive, so on front I have 1.70 psi, on the back I have 1.80. I try to keep it the same on both tires because it's obviously all-wheel drive. On rear-wheel drive, I would prefer like 1.80 on the back and 4 at the front. Rear wing I did not touch at all, because when I touch it, it doesn't really make any difference most of the time. I haven't saved, yes. Now let's test it. Here's I have launch control. My adjustment time, valve timing is at 13, and here is my dyno RPM settings. As you can see, let's do full test. Okay, so I have better data right now. We will begin in about 1 minute. About the tournament points, if you want, you can skip. I'm just thinking it's 1 minute. I don't know how long, but around 1 minute. I'm just gonna show you my statistics on the car right now. Let's go and race this car. It's a custom. I shifted around 7.5, 7,500, 8,000 RPM because of the best results I can get. As you can see, it's a little bit lower, but quite the same as my previous best result. Now, one thing about the update, I have to say it's really bad in terms of blueprints, because I still have these old blueprints. I don't want to sell them. I just want to keep it as good memories, because these are evil stuff. That moment when you had 20% probability chance with no kit to boost up your percentage, and you were successful, was so good. You don't know that feeling. That feeling was so good. It's unexplainable. I can't even explain, because it's just impossible to give it to a person. You had to experience it on your own. Okay, now let's begin with the tournament points. For tournament points, let's go to race and then tournament. There's B stock race in 5 hours, I stock. So here are the races. What I do is I buy every class, As you can see, I don't have much money. So I just go to every class. See, like let's say A. These are the cars for A. You buy the cheapest one if you don't have money, but they're all the same price. So you just look at the power and just get the best one for you. There's about let's look at cars under 50k. B class is acceptable. C, D, E, F is 23,000, but I would still get it because after that the cars are pretty expensive. H class I would not get. One is because if you have millions of coins, like 20 million, go ahead. It's just a good opportunity to get some tournament points. But as you can see, cars are really expensive on H class and I class. H and I is like no for me for sure, at least for now. Look, the cars are over a million coins. J class is pretty cheap. K class is cheap too, and L class is cheap. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, and also G class is not acceptable for me. So there's 9 classes. That's A, B, C, D, E, F, J, K, L. G, H, I would not recommend getting because obviously they're too expensive unless you have millions, like I said. Now I have every class, as you can see. I upgraded this Mercedes, this 4 Crown. What I did on every cars, I went to turbo. I bought the waist gauge P boost, whatever, what is it, boost 3, and I bought the turbines for 13,000. You can get the cheapest one for 6,000 if you don't have much money, or you cannot get them at all. But I don't think you're gonna win any race. So I just got the turbines just to win races. Let's say I win 2 races, right? And then third race I lose. This is what they do. If you want to farm money, on the other hand, you can play one race, lose or win, as long as you have almost every class like I just mentioned. You can do a tournament, lose, and then get $10 because at the end of each tournament they give you $10. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Here's another thing. If you want to farm points, and let's say you win 2 or 3 times, and then 4th time you lose, you can get another try for $10 and do another 2 or 3 wins. You're gonna lose 10, but then at the end they're gonna give you 10. Like I said, they give $10 game currency dollars for every time you participate in tournament. So in this case, you stay with the same amount of green cash, and you farm about 50, if not more, points. Depends how lucky you get with the opponents. I have 338, but in the last 3 days I farmed about 100 something, 200, because I did not really think about farming it before, and I'm level 76 and I only have a 1200 horsepower car. But that's because until level 65 or 60 I was playing the game wrong, which I realized. So yeah, that was my tip. Another tip is if you have a lot of free time, you can just go on the website of the car game or just find a schedule for tournaments and just put timers, like alarms, like 5 minutes prior to the tournament. You can do that. And then once you farm enough points, you can just sell the cars and you're gonna earn 50% of from each car. You bought the car for 100k, you're gonna get back 50%, 50k. With this being said, I spent around 320,000 coins just to upgrade turbines and waist gauge on every car. There's around 9 cars I have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 cars. I spent around 340, 300 something. Okay, now more than 350,000 coins to put turbos on it. And to buy these cars, you're gonna spend around, I say at most 100,000. So if you do not want to buy turbos and the cars, I mean, if you want to buy turbos and cars, it's gonna take you about 500,000. Rather than buying every class and upgrading the same, it's gonna take 3 million because, like I said, J class, H, and I are pretty damn expensive, you know. So this was it. Hope you guys like the tip. And one more thing, I really like the sound of this new exhaust I have. Just listen to it. I'm not even gonna talk. Just listen how nice the exhaust is. It's like Formula One car. The exhaust takes away around 10 horsepower. Not gives it to me, like takes away. It's lower. I would have around. Let's actually check. Exhaust. I have 1264 horsepower. If I put this, I have 2 more horsepower. But I do not really care because I just like it for the sound. It doesn't really change my time results or anything. So yeah. Once again, thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for the next video.